Franny K said, "The friend that time forgot." Chapter 10. Making a name for yourself. There was a flash and a puff and a little puff of smoke, and Franny stood there, directly in front of Baby Franny. Baby Franny blinked in astonishment as Franny grabbed Baby Franny's chest. "I'm doing you a huge favor," she said to Baby Franny. "I'm changing this song name to that nobody can ever make fun of it again." Franny's Eli's kiss pie. "Let's see," she said. "I still want to keep the initial K. How about candy? Do you like the sound of that?" Baby Franny scratched up her nose. "No, huh?" Franny said. "Maybe kufu or kismet or carrot. Baby Franny pulled the pacifier from her mouth. "Kaboom!" she said. Franny smiled. It's a bit familiar, but I like it. It's like an expression," she said, and she looked Kaboom down her middle name. Then she longed way down and said very seriously to Baby Franny, "The most important thing is that nobody will laugh at us again. There is nothing worse than being laughed at." She picked up Baby Franny's toy elephant. "Here, let me fix that for you," she said, and she drew extra eyes on it. With a flash and a pop and a little puff of smoke, Franny was gone. Baby Franny looked at the elephant with the extra eyes and smiled. At that moment, she knew she wanted to create more things like that door. At that moment, Baby Franny became a mad scientist. Chapter 11. There's no time like the present. Franny starts hovering toward again in the time. Back to the present. "I was kind of cute when I was a baby," she said, smiling. I wonder how I look when I'm older," she said, tapping her finger on her chin. Franny was a very charismatic girl. "Since I have the time leopard device running, I guess it wouldn't hurt to have a little peek into the future," she said, and she went right past the present and into the future. With a flash and a pop and a little puff of smoke, Franny found herself in the front of her house, something in the future. Chapter 12. You should be ashamed of yourself. At last, Franny thought this was her house. Thick smoke poured out of the huge chimney that pushed out through the roof. Rusty drums of the chimneys lay all over the yard. Terrible howls and screeches came from the unseen creature hiding within. "I like what they've done with the place," Franny said approvingly. "I'm just surprised that Mom decides to go with this look. She unusually so fussy. Franny led her way to past the front door, which was hanging by a single hinge. Inside, the living room was crawling with snakes and spiders and things that looked like maybe they were half snake and half spider. Perhaps a bit much," Franny said. "Still, it's quite cozy." There was no sign of her family anywhere. Even Igor, who would have locked the door and meet her, was gone. She tiptoed up the stairs to her bedroom loudly and quickly pushed the door open. There was forcibly banging on the flexible-looking device was a tall mad scientist that Franny knew could only be herself as a teenager. Chapter 13. Will you just listen to yourself? Then Franny twitched the family screw on the machine she was constraining. The monster mopper is family complete. They were foolish to laugh at me, she grumbled as she began throwing switches. The monster moppers had to whiz and sneeze. But no more. Let's see how they like it then. When these monsters began overrunning the planet, soon they'll take over the entire world. There'll be no laughing them. The monster mopper cracked. The door opened and out walked a monster. It looked like not like the elephant toy she had decorated for a baby Franny, but a lot bigger. It cracked again, and again the door opened. Inertial elephant monster walked out. Soon the machine was making monster after monster. They jumped out of the window and began to wagging tail on the street. It wouldn't be long now, Tim Franny said, and she grinned a majestic smile, an even majestic smile. It would be long before all the laughing stopped. Franny gasped. Tim Franny was pretty hungry in the monster-making machine department, and you have to give her a credit for that. But she was evil. She was very beyond an expressible amount of evil. She was really and truly evil, the kind of evil that had to be stopped. I did this to myself, Franny said. I never should have gone back this in time, and I never should have changed my middle name, and she never should have walked back and into the arms of Five-Eyes Elephant Monster, but she did have to. Chapter 14. You should have gotten a grip on yourself before yourself got a grip on you. Tim Franny looked angry at Franny, who was struggling to free herself from the arms of Five-Eyes Monster. So that was it, Tim Franny said. Some sort of the time machine sounds like something I might do. That's exactly what I did, Franny said. It's a beautiful, classic piece of math science. Tim Franny huffed and pushed one of her monsters out of the window. Please, Franny said, you have to stop this. I mean, don't get me wrong. I am a huge fan of monsters, and I'm even fond of an human rampage. But what are you praying it is beyond that? This is not just mass. This is even mass. Why are you doing this? Tim Franny's eyes narrowed. Come on, Franny, you're me. You know why. Franny shook her head. Really, I don't. Tim Franny curiously flicked a spider with her finger. The science fair, Franny. Remember the science fair? Chapter 15. Is there an echo in here? Is there an echo in here? I bet it is because I made my little name to extract, Franny whispered. The name Kaboom is like the expression. The vision of me grew up with a name that sounds like other directions. Then Tim Franny laments through a trunk. Here it is, she said, and she showed it to Franny. Beyond some cracker grasses was the fairing from the science fair out of Franny's Kaboom team. The Franny turned off her monster muffler. Then the monsters started popping out faster and faster. You asked me why I'm doing this, kids. It was because they laughed. They laughed at my middle name, and they laughed at me. Franny thought, wait a second, they laughed at the name Kiss Pie, but I had to idea they would laugh at the name Kaboom. They would have laughed at Kermit or Kung-Fu or Kenny. This had nothing to do with the name. Tim Franny spoke through the critics. The most important thing was is that nobody will laugh at us again. There is nothing worse than being laughed at. Those were Franny's precious words coming back to haunt her. That was exactly what she had told herself a baby. Suddenly, Franny understood that none of this was about changing her name to Kaboom. This was all because of what she had said to baby Franny about laughing. Tim Franny looked out the window as her monsters began telling the neighbors home pieces. Then she smiled an evil smile. Franny had said to herself, think. Chapter 16. Normal regulations to never clean your room. Franny couldn't get away, and she couldn't reach its controls on her typewriter device. Suddenly, a thought occurred to her. Franny looked around and spotted her old voice escaped Cheese command. Cheddar, she shouted, and cut her cannonball of cheeses and led her away. Tim Franny spun around. Hold the light there, kids, she said. I know what you're thinking. You're not thinking that cheese will attack the mice. And then the mice will scare the elephant monster, which are you, drop you, and then you escaped. And I'm right? Franny said nothing. Of course I'm right, Tim Franny snapped. I'm just as clever as you are, Franny, but 2% of your dumb little planner is entirely incorrect. Mice don't really like cheese. "An elephant aren't really afraid of mice." "I guess you're right," Franny said, "but my plan was based on the principle that nobody likes it when you stuff the words of cheese up their nose," she said as she did exactly that. "And I never ever cleaned up my room." The elephant monster snuggled to the discord at the cheese were from its trunk. Took two steps backward and stripped the banana peel that had been in the exact spot for years. Just as Franny's mom had presented, as the monster fell, it released to Franny. Franny looked for one of the consecutive imitations lying around the left, and she amended to full of mastic and fired at Franny. Franny swiftly grabbed a mirror and dived into the light. Franny picked up the electric motor distantly and switched it on. Franny quickly unplugged for the wall. This is my life too, you know," Franny said. "I made most of this junk. I knew how it worked," and she fired a frisbee at Team Franny. Team Franny fired a hit ray back at the lid and crushed each other out. "Yeah," Team Franny said. I know how it all works too. And while we stand here battling, my elephant monster's compared to Mopri. And besides, you battery little kid. We may be the same person, but I'm the older version. That means I know everything you know. Plus a little bit more. You can't defeat me." Franny knew that Team Franny was right. She closed her eyes and thought as hard as she could. Suddenly, an idea came to her. "Oh, yes, I can," Franny said, and she pushed a button on the time-lapse device. With a flash and a little puff of smoke, she was gone. Chapter 17. He who looks first looks last. Franny was suddenly back at the science fair. Anthony Christopher Hamlet had just gone to his cafeteria for his never misses baseball gloves, and Franny looked very concerned again. "And first prize," the principal began, again close to Franny. "Oh, that's okay," Franny interrupted nervously. "Oh, I'll just pass on the stamp, please." "Oh, of course not," Mrs. Price said. "You weren't fair and square, Franny. You should be proud. Okay, but you don't have to read my name or anything. We all know my name." "Nonsense," the principal said. "For her time-lapse dessert plate, first prize go to Franny Kalustein." The principal looked at the fifth more closely, just to make sure she had read it correctly. She even cleaned her glasses. "Is that right, Franny? Is your middle name is Kaboom?" Franny walked off and quietly took the certificate. "Yes," Franny said, "it is. My middle name is Kaboom." The kids looked at the principal. They looked at Mrs. Shelley. They looked at Franny. They looked at each other. Then they interrupted to an explosion of laughter. Franny Kaboomstein. They could hardly believe it. "It's the most ridiculous name I ever heard," said one of the kids shouted. "What kind of middle name is that?" Even Mrs. Shelley and the principal giggled a little, and Franny felt a terrible directions raced to start boiling inside her. Franny knew she had one chance to beat Team Franny and the horrible future that awaited her if she did not. "Didn't have to change my name," she thought. "I have to change how I felt about people laughing at it." And Franny smiled, and then she chuckled, and she laughed Kaboom. She said, "You're right, it's a pretty ridiculous name." And Franny suddenly didn't really mind the kids laughing. It was a silly name, and it made her laugh too. There are a lot of things worse than being laughed at, she thought. Chapter 18. A future with a peer. The next day, Franny cleaned up the lab just like she had promised to her mom. They cleaned up the door full of guts, organizing the box of bones, and took Franny's first place substance out of the trunk and hung it proudly on the wall. Franny even allowed herself to other giggle at the name cabin. Laughing at yourself was much easier than you used to be believed. Franny's laugh was still pretty structured, but it looked better than ever, and Franny knew deep down that she would never ever grow up into an evil Teen Franny she had seen on her journey into the future. Of course, they left the banana peel right where she might be used to be, just in case. The end.